Meeting called to order by Linda Halstead at 5:37 p.m. Roll call, Carolyn Harris.
Present.
Marisol Renteria.
Present.
Linda Halstead, present. Annie Larkin.
Present.
Jonah Chippenker. And Logan Dodd.
Present.
And Matthew Gurney is usually, what,
Yeah, we can
excused?
take him off. Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'll excuse him this time.
Okay.
I gotta go run out and grab my pen.
Okay.
There's bad plumbing here.
I read this. Call to the public. This is the time for public to comment. We have no public. Okay. Is there a motion to approve the agenda from the last meeting? Someone would like to make a motion?
I move that we approve the minutes for the special session of the Evergreen Cemetery Committee that was held on September 25th, 2023. Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Any discussion? Okay. Well, I will go to old business. We have number 1, discussion on columbarium committee open meeting laws.
We move that discussion to next agenda item.
Okay, do I hear a second?
Second.
Amy seconds that. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Any discussion? Okay. Number 2, the discussion on sample of sign with the cemetery rules.
I will make another motion that we move this to the next meeting.
I second.
All opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any discussion on that? Number 3, discussion on the cemetery tour. What have we?
Okay, so I had a meeting with the Key Club in particular, and I've announced it at school. And I want to say about 6 kids at least that are interested in being tour guides for the Friday, Saturday before Veterans Day. Veterans Day is the 11th, right? Or is it?
Yes.
So it would be like the 8th and 9th, I think, are the dates. The kids have to get service points, so I have National Honor Society and Key Club kids that have to get service points, so they're interested. Plus I have a couple kids from last time that helped out still. So I'm gonna meet with them again once we decide, times and everything, so they know. I still have all the lights, because I bought them last year. All the lanterns, I'll start charging them and get them all charged up. And I'm working on getting a list of people, mainly veterans, for the tour, because it's Veterans Day. I figured we'd focus on the veterans that are there. And what else? And then I'll map it out, I'll walk it and make sure that there's a safe path to line them up the tour. I do have a question. So are you guys okay with us going through Eventbrite to sell tickets? Then we don't have to sell tickets. Eventbrite can take care of everything. Y'all know what Eventbrite is, right? Carolyn, you know what Eventbrite is, right? Yeah. So does anyone, go ahead, Linda.
I do want to bring up that I just checked the calendar and mine says that Friday is Veterans Day.
Okay, that's a good point. So when are they recognizing Veterans Day? Yeah, are they recognizing it on Friday? Because it's always
It's just
been
on
on
my
Monday.
calendar.
Well, it doesn't matter, but we'll still do it Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday.
Because that's what we did
That's
last
the
year.
10th and 11th.
10th and 11th, okay. I was thinking Monday was the 11th, sorry, I lied.
Observed Friday.
Oh, it is weird.
It's on Saturday.
Okay, that's odd. But anyway, the tours could run Friday, Saturday. Last year, if I remember correctly, we started around 6 or shortly after 6, because it's dark. Right now, it is almost 6 and it's almost dark. So we started because it was dark, and it made it kind of nice. So
And if veterans have anything going, they usually have it.
during the day,
During the
yeah, in
day.
the morning, that's
Okay.
usually, it's at the cemetery.
Okay.
And I don't remember even going to 10 last year. We might have had one tour that went to 9:30, but, you know, we never know. And that we can set up on Eventbrite, we can set up the times and let them do.
So you're gonna be in charge of that, and you can get with Annie if you have any questions on event.
I can call you.
Oh,
if you don't mind.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. And plus I know some people, that's what we used to use at the Royale, so I can ask some people there too. I had a question. Oh, advertising, how are we gonna advertise? Facebook, we can put it on the city.
Yes.
So as soon as, I'll try to get that link up ASAP like this weekend, so that people can start buying tickets. And then, I have a pop-up, my vending pop-up, sorry, I'm choking. And, so we can set it up like we did at the mouth of the, cemetery, like we did last time. And, yeah.
So you'll pretty much run it the same way for 20.
Same, yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Last year we charged $10 a tour. You wanna stay with that, or do you guys wanna go more? What do you wanna do? Because it's on Eventbrite, we don't have to worry about a cash box. Maybe $12, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Do you know how much extra the fee is for Eventbrite? Is it a percentage?
It's a
or-
percentage, and I can't remember what it is right off, but
About
typically
1 or 3.
it's pretty affordable. So with the fees, it'll probably be between 12, anywhere from, let's say, $11 and $13
Okay.
automatically for the buyer.
So add the fee and,
Yeah, it automatically will kick it in.
Okay.
Yeah. So we could still just leave it at 10, and then, the processing fees will take it above that. And that's what they keep, right?
I'm sorry?
They keep the fees, right?
Yes, and you just need to make sure you check that the buyer absorbs the fees.
Okay. And then how do they reimburse you? You have to have an account that it goes into.
It will go into a bank account or an account.
Okay. So I figured that out. What else? Can you guys think of anything else that, and I have a table and, I have all that stuff, because it's my vending stuff, I just use the stuff I have left. But we have more than enough, lanterns.
Any of the write-ups, send them to me, I have a file,
Okay.
and I'd like to keep them.
I'm gonna try to make it into a Google Doc, as I started, Google Doc. And then, yay, it's there.
Yeah, and I got, mine's in Google too, Google Drive, so we can share that way.
Exactly. So, we'll see how it goes, and if, hopefully it'll be as popular as it was last year.
do we have to vote on this?
I don't know, do we have to vote on it?
Discussion, there's nothing to vote on, you guys are doing the cemetery
Okay.
tour, so.
Okay.
And also, is this where we would also talk about the home tour? 'Cause
It's tour, because it just says tour, right?
Yeah, it's
Discussion on
a
cemetery.
cemetery tour.
I don't know.
I thought maybe we could do all of the above. Well, it's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, correct?
Yeah, put it on the agenda, I don't know, it's not on the agenda, so
No.
I don't know
okay.
what
Uh,
the issue.
They're planning on it. Well, right here.
Well, it's open.
And I've got to tell you, Logan, it looks good over there.
Oh, didn't they,
Oh, my goodness, they did one of the best jobs I've ever seen. I don't know when they did it.
well, did they raked up everything too, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's gonna be the practice of that area moving forward.
That looks,
As much as we can, we got a pickle after the COVID thing, and there's a lot of catching up, so that was part of the reason.
well,
I
I've got to
wanted
tell you,
last
I
year.
wanted to give you a,
Pat on that?
yeah, because it was very good.
Cool, I'm glad you're happy.
So it's just a matter of setting up and having people sign up. Hopefully they will. And then what, I guess we could ask Lorena or whatever, Ashley, to put it on the website once we get the link. We could put it on the Facebook page, and then we can just share, if you have Facebook, you can share it to your own. Where else should we advertise? Maybe ask Swan if she'll do it, because it's, maybe she'll do it for free, I don't know, because it's not like it's a.
Oh, Laura?
Yeah, tell her you get some kids trying to get some extra credit.
Right. Because it is, it's like the money's going back into the cemetery, it's not like it's paying wages or anything, it's to help beautify cemetery beautification or whatever you want to call it. Okay. You guys think of anything else?
Do you guys know how many spots you're gonna stick with the same model as last year, as far as how many graves you go to?
About 10 generally is what we did last year, I think we got 10. And now it's just a matter of how many do we want to do per hour? You know, I was thinking maybe 5 tours per hour.
5 tours per hour, yeah.
You know, so.
For a couple hours.
Yeah, like I said, we went till 9:30 last time.
5 tours per
Dark.
hour, that'd be one every 12 minutes.
So what happens, so what happens is you have 5 different, yeah, so what you do is you start one, and then you give it about 5 minutes. Because normally what we did last year is we had a spiel at the beginning.
So you didn't run into.
Yeah, so we explained the history, and then we told them the rules that we have, out of respect, you know, how to walk and blah, blah, blah. And then we went off, and as soon as they left, the next one went. And it was kind of like, you kind of watched, and then it just staggered, we staggered that way. Unless you had a blowhard me.
And then you get all the way to the end and everybody's out.
Yeah, pretty much, because it took about an hour, unless you had questions, which is okay, you know, that's cool. Because by the time someone else gets around, when they finish, they can pick up the next one.
And you've got the kids all
Right.
set up. Okay.
And like I told the kids, they'll have scripts. And what they do is they're first person scripts that they read.
Okay.
You know, here you stand at my grave, I am, you know, John George Dingleberry or whatever. It's being silly. But, and then we read in first person. Yeah. And so it was, and a lot of people really like that. Oh yeah, and Leslie was, I gotta get back with Leslie. So another council person was saying they were gonna help. Leslie Johns, she was interested.
She brought Sandy in today.
Oh, good, good. So yeah, the only thing that and I told the kids, the only thing that might be a challenge is the entertainment next door. And they were kind of loud, and I said, all you have to do is turn your back on them, and then you project to your people. And some people liked it, you know, well, yeah, we got music with the tour, you know, so, but it was kind of, the adjustment, we just had to make the adjustment so they could hear us talking, you know. And I'll go back in and then a couple days before and put the solar lights out and light the graves so that you can see them. I mean, some of my lights are still there because they looked cool and I just left them because they shoot. Is it on Warren or Mule? There's one down on Shattuck, I think it is, and there's one on the big one up from Warren. It's like a big, tall, real cool headstone, and it's one that shoots. So I left them. They look cool.
Very nice to have a little light.
Yeah, so that'll be all mapped out. But any questions or anything else to?
I mean, will we still allow for purchase that night?
That's a good question.
Because they can
we
take
can.
a laptop or something, you
Sure.
can just do it.
And they can always do it on their phone too.
That's true.
You know, we could have them, and that would be, we still wouldn't need any money because we could just have them go into Eventbrite and say, you know, you can use your phone to go into Eventbrite.
If you guys want, maybe I could make a QR code for that and
Yeah, that'd be
print
great.
a little laminate thing or something and put it on a board and you'd be like, pay there.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's good.
That'd be
Great.
wonderful. You know what you could do too is check what account to link it to.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, talk
Now-
to Karen.
Yeah, talk to Carrie and
We'll
see.
just, remove all the changing.
And if for some reason that's an issue, is there any sketchiness to, you know, linking to just an account and then transferring the money? Because you could print out the whole receipts of it, that's right, correct?
Yeah.
And so it would all be documented. I mean, last year we just turned in the receipt book, I thought. I think, I didn't turn in the receipt book. I just gave you guys copies, I think, where we had it. But I think that would be so much easier. because then we don't have any cash.
Well, and you've done it one way, let's try it this way and we'll see which works out. Because it sounds like it's gonna be somebody.
I just hate handling money,
Oh,
especially
no.
at night,
Yeah.
because you end up dropping money, yeah, so. Any
All
other,
right.
that was a good question, I'm glad you asked that. Any other questions you guys can think of?
That's a good one. Okay, we'll move on to new business.
I'm sorry,
I'm
can we go
sorry.
backwards?
Oh,
Just-
yes.
We just wanna make sure that we're gonna be staffed that night, so, is everybody gonna be there on both nights, or do we wanna?
I will definitely be there on both
Okay.
nights, yeah, I will definitely.
Unfortunately, I can't be there that weekend,
Okay.
but I'll be there for the reads.
Okay, sounds great.
And that's 17th, right?
The 16th.
All right. On to new business. Number one, the discussion on painting the fence at the cemetery. That's you also, Joni, isn't it?
Sure, you guys wanna talk about that real quick? It really needs painted, and that's another thing I think we could utilize, service hours. Our kids at the school need service hours. That'd be something fun, but I think it'd be cool to open it up to the community also.
Yeah.
The fence itself needs to be painted green, and then the archway, the letters were always white, but then the rest of the background too is green. I think it would add to the aesthetic value, not value, but aesthetic appearance of our.
And we do have money that, I know we've got $660
Yeah.
sitting out there from our last, and that ought to do.
There was some paint though, some green paint, is it
You
still?
did, yeah, there's
Yeah, kind
two
of.
5-gallon bucket, or two
Yeah,
1 gallon?
yeah, whatever they are, so we do have some paint, we could pick up some of them.
Yeah, they use some of that
Oh, did
paint
they?
for the boxes,
Oh, okay, no biggie.
protect them,
Yeah.
but that's okay, it's not, that's a very
Well,
low.
we could always pick some more, because like you say, we do have
So
some.
how are you gonna do this?
Again, we have to advertise, pick a day when we wanna do it. We need to check the weather down the road.
Get the kids together?
Right, yeah. That would be something maybe to shoot for after the new year possibly.
After New Year?
After the new year, because then it gets
That's
a little
next
excited.
year.
That gives us, yeah, that's
So
actually a
then we
good
can-
amount of time to
yeah.
organize an event then.
And I don't know if this is when I bring this up or not, but you're gonna check with the attorney about what we can and can't do to the graves.
Yes, is that, hold on, not that I'm not trying to dodge or anything. Are you done with that one? I have, I did not do that for that.
I'm
group.
thinking paint.
Well, we would,
Oh, that we definitely can't, no. You
Okay.
can't touch people's graves.
I'm just talking the fence.
I know you're, yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking like the Catholic Church mausoleum thing that
Ooh.
needs to be painted white. I just thought if we had paint left over.
Or like Warren's.
But I do have a phone call into the Catholic diocese.
That's what I was gonna, we had talked about last time, I believe, is reaching out to the people that.
Yeah, which
you know,
I've got phone
are
calls out
associated with
there.
those areas, of those graves.
And we can do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely,
They
yeah.
can do it. Okay,
Me?
yeah, well, I got on the phone, so I've got it going, okay. All right, so discussion on painting the fence, that's green. Okay,
And then just the lettering is white.
okay,
And it'd be like half a gallon of white, because it's just Evergreen, I think, right? Or is it cemetery? Evergreen? I forget what it says, but it's not a whole lot for the white.
okay,
The green is what makes up the majority of it.
okay, so we're talking next year, right? Okay,
I'm putting down, plan on community event
Yeah.
after the new year to paint the fence.
slop paint, get paint back there.
When I say plan, I mean we need to plan.
Yes, definitely.
So around the whole thing, or just on Old Douglas Road?
I would like to do front, and if we have time, we could extend on, but focus on the front first.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll have to, it'll get a little more
See,
expensive.
if a lot
all
of
the way
people show,
around.
yeah, if a lot of people show up, you know, let's get the front done and then
Mhm.
move to the rest of it.
So, yeah, so it's Evergreen Cemetery.
Yeah, it does say
And
something.
then the pillars.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah, the
pillars,
pillars, yeah, in green.
Right.
All right. Next is the discussion on a green waste spot. Who was that? Who was that?
That was related to the discussion on making roads and making,
Oh,
harvesting the water that comes through there. And then it was like, okay, because in my mind, it's like, well, when the columbarium is put in, it's gonna be state of the art and water harvesting and everything. And the plants there won't need any water. We're gonna use all the rainwater, totally sustainable. So that's, I don't know why this was new business, but that was, we were talking about it then. It was like, well, if you're redesigning the whole place for, where water drains and better roads and turnarounds or parking places, is there all this and then all the yard waste that is removed from there, wouldn't it be easy if we have space there to just have it? That was just the discussion then, but I don't.
So I kind of thought too, when I saw that, I
We
thought
got on a lot of tangents
Yeah,
that
we
we were
night.
talking
Yeah, we
about
did. Which is,
people taking green waste and making it
It's
an area in the
brainstorming.
cemetery
we have to,
that people could actually use it.
yeah, let's all get back on talking. Yes, that's what I think is, from that conversation, I remember correctly, you guys wanted to find a spot where people could more easily clean up and deposit the stuff from there without having to, haul it out of the cemetery or something.
Yeah, it
Basically,
was just like a
income
logic
people can
thing.
maintenance
Why is the
themselves.
city running around taking us out to the dump when maybe we could enrich the soil there or whatever? It was, yeah, it's a tangent. We can move on. Because then I remember it ended because somebody mentioned, fire start and blah, blah, blah. That's-
Yeah.
Oh,
There was-
composting, yes,
went
you need, depending on the
far
size.
beyond for a while.
I think it's a good idea, we just need to research it a little.
Yeah,
bit.
it's just it's a good
And
idea.
the same about the columbarium.
Yes,
We really need to get with John Charlie, or what do we need to do?
I can invite him to the meeting, he's got the vision,
We need a work meeting kind of that he can.
yeah.
I got some visions too.
Well, yeah,
But I do want to meet him because he
So
did
we
a lot of
need to
research. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. Or other people who did the work and
So-
research. I'd rather learn from them than the website I'm getting from the East
well,
Coast.
I
Where
think
their cemeteries are different from ours.
Maybe a work session, maybe like in December, or even wait till New Year, do a work, I don't know.
yeah, so are we on member comments then?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
Okay, let's make sure. So you guys comment and then I guess staff, or we could just talk and. that
Can't we
works
just
for me.
both?
Yeah. So, John, just on the columbarium real quick, he explained it better. You guys have been to the Desert Museum, you've seen all the rockscaping they do there. His thought was, I guess this had been talked a long time ago, they would do that kind of rockscaping along the side with natural plants and stuff in a nice area, and then it would be an outdoor columbarium almost, right? So it's almost looking, you would walk up and it looks natural desert area almost, nice rock, and then you'd have the name and they'd be able to open it, or, it'd be an outdoor one, basically, is what he was talking about doing, so.
yeah, the ones I've seen,
Most
they're all
people
outdoor.
are.
And I was thinking of, I like incorporating the rocks. Or
Yeah.
that we got, maybe that's, I don't know what's underneath that hill. Maybe underneath that hill is bedrock.
Yeah, it might be.
So if it's bedrock, then it was, what I'm seeing is just like, they're not drawers, but, about this high, just, it could be modular, kind of a curve going into the hill. But I like the rocks too, because that's, that could be incorporated into that too.
And you can make rocks out of concrete.
Yes.
that
Yeah,
would just
he
be
had a
so-
company specifically that did the work in
That's
the
what I
Desert
wanna
Museum.
know. I wanna get that company, we need to get some bids in from places. Let's get this spent.
Well, I think we tabled it at the very beginning, but the discussion on the columbarium committee
Oh,
thing. So
sorry.
in comments, I will say that I will ask Joe Estes about
Oh, you did.
forming a columbarium committee, or what it would take for everybody to work on that goal. If we need just to do special sessions on it, or if we could actually, if you guys can,
Yeah,
have a
remember that was my
separate
question for
columbarium.
you.
Yeah.
So here's my member comment. Because I envision us going to the library together with computers, or, if it's a grants we need to write, that kind of working together. But if it's How does that fit with the open meeting laws?
Right.
That was my question.
That's
So
the
you're
whole issue.
gonna ask Joe
Yeah.
as,
Yes.
because otherwise, I'm not sure.
That's what we tabled,
People do
so.
this all the
Yeah,
time.
For the best though, I
Figure
did
it
To the
out.
follow
next
up on that.
meeting,
So,
all right. Future items for discussion, all of the above.
And what are our dates for next year? Are those out?
not yet, no. They coordinate with all the different committees as far as, and there's more committees now. So, I'm not sure when she sends it out. I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember it wasn't for a while, and then I just had to rewrite them on here, but
Probably before January.
good, because,
Okay, public notice on December 16th, 2022. So this is where the schedule, so we'll probably have it, for Wreath of America for next year,
okay.
December 16th, okay.
So before then or not before then?
By then, it was done by December 16th last year, so I'm
Okay.
just assuming it'll be
In the
around
December,
that time period.
middle of December. Okay.
Yeah, you guys, I'll tell you what, I'll leave my staff comments if you have any other questions or anything.
Just if we don't have a meeting before then, the wreaths across America on the 16th, and if you guys wanna come and help put them out or anything, we're probably gonna start getting together about 10 in the morning.
10?
And then the actual ceremony is at 11.
Okay.
So, the 16th?
And do you guys need
And
a
the
sound
bleachers,
system?
and I need a sound system.
Sound system and bleachers.
Yes, please.
November 16th?
December, it's a Saturday?
Yeah,
10 o'clock
Okay.
to set up, 11 is the ceremony.
yes.
And then, do you know what day they remove them?
Sooner this year.
It's gonna be in January.
Okay. After New Year.
It'll be in January, I will get you guys a date.
Okay, thanks.
And you said 9?
Sound system.
10 to
Oh.
start putting them out, 11 is the ceremony.
Okay. Yay.
Marisol, are they still available for purchase?
Yes,
Okay.
until November 28th.
Okay.
I know what I was gonna say in staff comments. I went to the Bisbee Foundation. So, it's I took their recommendations, I got everything from the meeting notes. They basically want, hey, proof that this is what these guys want. So I got the meeting notes, I got them the quotes from Luke and from Semsites. And so, it sounded like they're gonna be absolutely fine with that and approve it too. And I will share the Bisbee Foundation document next meeting. I'll just hand that out so you guys can reference it. It's how we established that fund. And the purpose of it too. Part of that was for the maintenance of the trees, to keep things going. So, actually, I will just email that to you guys.
Yeah, save paper.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll email it to you and I'll just do it tomorrow, or I'm off tomorrow, maybe. So, I'll email it next week, maybe. Yeah. It's okay. I won't let you all go. That's good. Email.
Is there anything else anyone would like to bring forward? Discuss?
Just to wrap up, so they approved, I sent them that stuff, I believe they're gonna do a vote or something at the next meeting, or tell me we're good, and then I have to take it to council. After that,
Okay.
we get in our own way a lot, but it's to keep everyone honest too, so it's gonna probably be, I would anticipate, maybe Luke starting in November, end of November, hopefully. We'll see. I don't know his work schedule either, what he's got going on, so as soon as we can tell him that he's good to proceed is more what I meant.
And the same with Dawn?
Yes. Yeah. So that one will be, once it's holding that quote for us, so as soon as we get the approval, I'll email and they'll be paid for and done, so.
I met her at the cemetery a couple weeks ago.
It's character con.
Yeah, it was really cool to meet her. She was very excited. And she has also a close working relationship with the guy who will do cement in the cemetery. Forgot his name.
Pete?
Pete,
Thank you.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
He was there, he came by too, it was cool
Yes,
to meet them
yes.
both, I was like, oh, yes, I'm on the cemetery committee.
Good, good, yeah.
And she was actually doing work and calling Morena and, in the middle of it, she was visiting.
Well, that's good.
And she was really happy to get the approval for the funding.
She does all the her and Lorena do the legwork, so it's really saving them some time. And I can imagine it's, somebody asking where somebody's at and you're having trouble finding it, that's not a good feeling. I don't know, there's somewhere.
Yeah. And you're gonna have the brochures out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that before before Thanksgiving, and then afterwards I'll get them the day after, and then that's when whatever's left, I'll bring to the museums and the visitor center.
I'm good, no more comments from me?
Okay. Anyone else? All right.
Another future agenda item, can we work on a numbering of the graves again?
Everything's gonna be numbered, that's gonna be part of.
The self-guided tour, that would match, this.
Wait, updating that?
Not updating this, updating this, that's part of the plan too, but also, remember the flags, so when people are walking, it's easier for them to find the graves that are here.
Oh,
And then
gotcha.
I was telling you about some of the ones that are still there, so I know that they used to be marked, because some are still there, but don't touch them because they're falling apart.
Right.
Silica, plastic, whatever.
But is that something that is done around the same time she's gonna be doing our mapping?
No, I'm just asking in general, that would make it, if people using this, it goes with this. It's just, I went myself and stuck blue flags in the ground, and I used permanent marker to put numbers with them, and the permanent marker already faded off. It's just they were previously, they were marked, I just wanted to mark
like a
that.
sign or something.
Yeah, I think, remember,
So would that be with the
Let's,
sign?
let's put that on the next agenda.
yeah,
right
that's
now.
what
We're
I
gonna
was
go-
asking.
yeah.
Put that on the agenda, we can start finding how to, where to buy those or how to do that.
Self-guided tour markings?
Yes, thank you, that's good wording.
How'd you say that?
Self-guided
Self-guided
tour
tour
markings or markers,
Markers.
grave designation, yes. They looked like maybe PD donated them, they were the giant flags
And
that
they
are
were
on the
just
truck.
stuck in a log, kind of.
And some of them
One
are
of
like,
them was
I'm trying to pull on it, and that's when I
Yeah, I don't know how
don't
they
do
got
that,
in there.
use gloves.
J.B. Wells.
So, yeah, I don't know how they got them in the ground, and all of them don't have it, so some fell out or removed. I don't know, 20 years is a long
Yeah.
time in our environment.
I have one more thing. You jogged my memory.
Yeah.
Dawn, I think we were gonna reimburse her, but she paid out her own money to get the maps updated all to numbering. So instead of the letter and mapping, it's all gonna be numbering, I believe. They got that up, so it's gonna be more lined up, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah, she's working on fixing it.
Yes. Yeah, she found somebody's first person quoted $2,000 to get that AutoCAD to update the maps or whatever. We're like, all right, it's over $1,000. You gotta get a second quote. So she found somebody to do it for $500. Move forward.
Oh,
Great.
Yeah,
and it'll be like section 41, number 257,
just numbers, no
just
letters.
numbers. Okay. Good.
All right. Future items for discussion, self-guiding tour, grade designations. Is there anything else for that? Future items for discussion? We moved 3 items from new business to the next one, so. And I've got some follow-up with you guys.
Yes, you've got follow-up.
Okay.
All right, everybody good to go?
Yes.
All right. I move, this meeting is adjourned at 6:11.
Maybe we stayed too long for Peter last time.
You should have came to this one. Oh, I hope he's okay, maybe he'll come back.
I know, you know,